Hello everyone, this is a recording for your lesson in phonetics about English vowels, namely about the vowel A as in at and the vowel A as in up. So the first vowel, which is A, you should stretch your lips and make a smile so that you can produce this vowel. However, the second vowel, which is A, it's a relaxed vowel. So, as usual, you have a table where you are going to practice some minimal pairs containing those two vowels. So we start. The first pair will have the sound A and the second will have the vowel A. So when I read the pairs, you try to repeat after me. We start. Run, run. Rags, rugs. Sang, sung. Drank, drunk. Hat, hut. Lack, luck. Caps, cups. Lamp, lump. Bag, bug. Bat, butt. Match, much. Cat, cut. Good. Now we move to the second task where you have to fill in the blanks with the right word. So you are going to take words or pairs from the table. So we have 5 pairs of sentences and you are going to take 5 pairs from the table. So I start reading the first pair of sentences. Number 1. A. What do you think of my gap? It's the last fashion. B. What do you think of my gap? I keep my bicycle in it. So which pair you are going to use from the table? Yeah, it's the pair hat and hut. So we are going to use the first one with a hat. What do you think of my hat? The one you put above your head, a hat. It's the last fashion. However, the second sentence will have the word hut. With you, I keep my bicycle in it. A hut is a small house made of wood, okay, where you can keep your stuff and bicycle inside it. Number 2. A. He's got a gap on his head. Somebody hit him. B. He's got a gap on his head to see with. So which one or which pair we are going to use? Yes, it's lamp and lump. Lamp and lump. But which one is the first? The first one is with you. Lump. He's got a lump on his head. Somebody hit him. Okay? However, B, he's got a lamp on his head to see with. Lamp with A. Okay? Number 3. A. He'd never seen such a gap done with a razor. B. He'd never seen such a gap. It was like a white animal. So which pair we are going to use in number 3? Yes, it's cat and cut. So again, it's cat and cut. So, but which one is the first? So A, he'd never seen such a cut done with a razor, a haircut, okay? But B, he'd never seen such a cat. It was like a wild animal. So a cat is the animal, of course. However, the first one is a haircut. Number 4, A, she had a gap to keep her warm. She was poor. B, she had a gap to keep her warm. She was rich. So which pair we are going to use in number 4? Yes, it's rag and rug. Rag and rug. So the first one is she had a rag with a rag to keep her warm. She was poor. A rag is a very old piece of cloth, okay, because she was poor. So she was wearing a rag, an old piece of clothes. However, B, she had a rug with you. She had a rug to keep her warm. She was rich. A rug here means a carpet, okay? Number 5, A, he brought another, a gap. The first was too small. B, he brought another, a gap. He had broken the first. So, which pair we are going to use? Yes, it's cap and cup. Cap and cup. So, he brought another cap. The first was too small. A cap with A means a hat, like a hat. However, B, he brought another cup, a cup, like a cup of tea, for example, with you. He had broken the first. Great. Now we try to read all the sentences corrected. Number 1. A. What do you think of my hat? It's the last fashion. B. What do you think of my hut? I keep my bicycle in it. Number 2. A. He's got a lump on his head. Somebody hit him. B. He's got a lamp on his head to see with. Number 3. A. He'd never seen such a cut done with a razor. B. He'd never seen such a cat. It was like a wild animal. Number 4. A. She had a rag to keep her warm. She was poor. B. She had a rug to keep her warm. She was rich. Number 5. A. He bought another cap. The first was too small. B. He brought another cup. He had broken the first. Good. Now we move to the third and the last task, where you have to transcribe this passage. So first, I'm going to read the paragraph for you before transcription. I start. Hurry up, run. Supper's ready and mother's come. Once a month she came from London. She brought a ton of luggage with her and a dozen bunches of roses. The first trouble treated us like country cousins. You should have seen her gloves. Must have costed her a lot of money. Good. Now we start our transcription. So we open a slash as usual and then we start. So the first word is hurry up. Hurry up. So the her is with the the V upside down. Hurry, short E, and up again with the V upside down. Run, run with the V upside down. Suppers, suppers. So it means supper is ready, so apostrophe S, so suppers. Sa with V upside down and the schwa. Suppers ready, ready. A and short E. Ready. And schwa and mothers. Mothers with V upside down and the schwa and the z. Mothers come. Come again with the V reversed. Full stop. Once a month. Once. W and the V upside down. Once. So the end. A month. Schwa. Month. Month. So m. V upside down, which is the n and the th at the end. The th. She, short E, came, came. Here we have the diphthong A. Came from with a schwa, London, London. So la with a and then with a schwa. London. She, short E, brought, brought. Here long, o, brought a with a schwa, ton of luggage. Ton with V upside down. A ton of ton of luggage. Of schwa and the v. Ton of luggage. Luggage. So la and at the end we have j. Luggage. With short E, the, with her becomes with her, the weak form, with a schwa. Sometimes you can hear only the schwa, her becomes only a schwa, so you can hear with a, okay? Comma, and, with a schwa, and a dozen, schwa, dozen, V upside down, dozen, bunches. So b, and then cheers. Short E, z. Bunches of roses. Of schwa, v. Roses. So r, diphthong o, and is at the end. Roses. Full stop. The first trouble. The schwa, fas, f, and s, and the word trouble with the V upside down. treated us, treated, treated. So tree with long E, and the ed here is pronounced id. So treated. As becomes us, it's a weak form. Us with a schwa. Like with the diphthong I. Country, country with the V upside down. Country, cousins, cousins. So again, and the at the end. Full stop. You should have seen her gloves. It is pronounced, you should have seen her gloves. You with a schwa, you schwa, should, sh short u, de. Have becomes have. You should have with a schwa. Seen, seen long e. Her becomes her with a schwa. And gloves, gloves, V upside down and the end, comma, must, and to, must, have costed, have, her, schwa, costed, with the O, say reversed, co, and the ed is pronounced id, costed her, her schwa, lot with O or the C reversed, lot of schwa, money, me schwa, me and the A, and at the end short E, money. And at the end we close the slash. Again, the second time I'm going to read from transcription, and I hope that you read as me from the transcription, not from the spelling. So I read. Hurry up, run, supper's ready and mother's come. Once a month she came from London. She brought a ton of luggage with her and a dozen bunches of roses. The first trouble treated us like country cousins. You should have seen her gloves. Must have costed her a lot of money. Good. Now we have finished our lesson. Thank you.